Hi, my name is Lindsay Ratcliffe. I'm an experienced designer and I've been with ThoughtWorks for 6 years. I'm also the co-author of Agile Experience Design, a digital designer's guide to Agile, Lean and Continuous. So according to Forrester, we're now in the age of the customer. The tables have turned and customers are taking control. Through social, mobile, web, customers are no longer passive recipients of advertising and marketing information, but instead are active participants and influencers of purchase decisions. And if customers can't get what they want within a couple of easy steps, or don't have at the very least a satisfactory experience, they will no longer tolerate the position and instead will turn and head towards one of the many alternative choices within easy reach. And according to a study by Genesis, over $338 billion is lost every year as a direct result of poor customer experience. The customer experience is just not living up to the promises that businesses make or the expectations that they set. So I believe that one of the many reasons for this loss is because of the way that many businesses go about designing and delivering customer experiences. So I really want to share with you a couple of my thoughts from the book, Agile Experience Design, because I believe that as a design approach, it's one of the most efficient and effective ways to design, develop and deliver compelling products, services and experiences that delight customers and drive business success. So the book is divided into 3 chunks. Part 1 explores Agile and why designers should care. Part 2 is about how to design compelling experiences and deliver them quickly. And then Part 3 is a toolbox of our favourite experience design tools and techniques. So in Part 1, we explain how the traditional approach to experience design is wrapped up in the Waterfall project methodology. Waterfall is a very linear approach which has a sequential, functional phases. However, experience design is not linear and it's not sequential, but instead requires an iterative approach to problem solving. Agile, however, is a viable alternative because it has increased visibility, it's got iterative cycles, it's got cross-functional collaboration and concurrent rather than serial working. But the challenge I think that many designers have is how to transition from Waterfall, where there's this distinct phase for designers to start and complete their designs, often in isolation from the rest of the project, to Agile, where designers are part of a collaborative cross-functional team, and design is actually one of the many activities that happen concurrently. It's actually one of the reasons why we wrote Agile Experience Design. It's the book that I wanted to read when, as a designer, I started work with ThoughtWorks. It's primarily aimed to help designers understand how they fit and adapt their techniques for an agile environment. But it's also good for the other team roles such as project managers or even product managers who need to collaborate with experienced designers in an agile environment. And this particular section of the book aims to, debunk some of the myths about Agile and also sets up the challenge for designers to think differently about how to do design in a digital age. It also sets the stage for ensuring that throughout the process we focus on delivering value, where value is the balance of business needs, customer desires, good design and also technical consideration as well, because the end results need to be viable, desirable and feasible. So then in Part 2 we walk through the iterative cyclical process of Agile and Experience Design combined, which might start with discovery or asking why. It explores how to do just enough research to understand the business intentions and explore customer insights in a lightweight, collaborative way. And then we look at envisioning success. And this is where as designers, we kind of really play to our strengths. This is all about using a customer-centered approach, design thinking and design methods to facilitate collaborative design. We look at divergent idea generation before then refining and converging those ideas right down to the right experience for the right customers at the right time. We talk about how to use fast and furious techniques to sketch and prototype the experience and then validate it with customers. And then we move on to explore the elaboration and the development stages. And this is the idea is that during envision, we create a vision for the experience, but that the design detail emerges during development, when we collaborate with the developers and when we collaborate more with the business. We talk about that. We talk about how we design and collaborate with developers and customers and the business at the same time. And I have got to say that it is really intense, but at the same time it's really rewarding, because you know that your designs can be built because you've worked with the developers, and you know that your designs are actually what customers and the business want because you've collaborated with them too. Then in the final chapter of part 2, we explore the idea of beyond agile to continuous. And this is the idea that innovation is never static, and that we should constantly measure and monitor the customer experience both during development and also after launch. And that by combining a continuous approach to experience design with continuous delivery, we can ensure that we are constantly improving the customer experience in line with changes in customer attitudes and behaviours, changes in business thinking, advances in technology, and other market influences as well. And so then finally in part 3, the toolbox. This is our collection of favourite experience design tools and techniques, and we actually offer suggestions for how to hone them so that they're useful in an agile environment. In its entirety, the book offers a set of principles, I guess, rather than being a recipe book, so that designers can take it, adopt it and adapt it to their ways of working and the needs of their projects. And this blended approach of agile, lean and continuous experience design is actually the way that we practice our discipline at ThoughtWorks. So please contact us if you want any further information, and you can also find Agile Experience Design book at all good online retailers. Thank you for your time.